symbols of life. Love the proud, look at her vibes. What's the meaning of life? One subject to paradise. Christian chandeliers, mimosas reflect. Off the mirrors, says hit, click, rent feels tear. Crank the rain, killing the flame. Close to sheet draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear. Shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose.
Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark. Let me turn on that light. Oh, wow, there I am. You can see me now. Man, happy Friday to everybody. Hope everybody's having a fantastic week and enjoying everything thus far. It's been a long week for the Thunder, and I just hope we can get it back on track tonight against the Jazz, which of course, it's going to be really tight. And when you look at the schedule and see where the Thunder are right now in the West, and we'll go over this a little further right now, but I just want to kind of bring this up real quick. When you look over the West standings, we're playing the Jazz. The Jazz are 31-32. The Thunder, even though we've lost 4 in a row, we're really only 3 games back from them. So we played them tonight, and we play them on Sunday. So if we can just go ahead and slide in and get a W, that would be fantastic. I'm not sure if we can because it's so tough right now with the Thunder because trying to figure out everything. But my thing is this. As when you look at the Thunder and who they're going to play and whether SGA is playing and what's going to happen, it's so imperative that the Thunder get a chance to figure out where we are as a team. Because my I guess my frustration with the Thunder is really simple. You know, we've got a good, talented team. We are young, but let's face it, without SGA, we're just a regular team without SGA, and that's just the way it is. And we've got to be able to come back. And I'm just checking right now to see if SGA is playing tonight. Because if he's not, then it's going to be a long, long night for the Thunder if he's not playing. Let me see. I'm looking it up. And I'm pulling it up right now. I'll be able to let you know so that you guys can decide. It says, yeah, I don't think he's playing. It doesn't say if he's playing tonight. Will not play. Okay, he's not playing tonight. So with that being said, that's going to make it even tougher on the Thunder simply because SGA is not playing tonight. And we've lost 4 in a row without him. And, you know, what we miss for him is closing out at each quarter, which we have to. And part of the issues that I have with the Thunder, and let me pull up my keys because this will help explain what I'm trying to say. What SGA does for us in the first and the third quarter, we get off to a good start, which is imperative. Every quarter we get off to a good start. We play more within ourselves when SGA is with the team because you don't have Dort going out shooting a bunch of threes because Josh has not yet taken over the team. And I saw Lou Dort the other night. What night was that? Wednesday night. The Lakers night. I had my Kobe stuff. And I walk in. He just gave me this dirty go to hell look. Now, I'm not sure if Lou Dort listens to our live stream, whether it's this one or whether it's after the storm, my OKC Thunder post-game analysis live stream that we do after Thunder games. And I'm not sure if he listens to those or not, but I'm not harping on him. And if he's really true to himself, he knows that what I'm saying is the truth. I'm not being mean. I'm not trying to degrade him in any way. I'm just giving a honest and fair assessment of where his game is, and he knows where the hell his game is. But he's got his contract, and I'm happy for him. But he still needs a coach to put us in his place. But that's where we miss with SGA. We go all out, and Josh has not yet. Josh has not established himself as, how do I put this? Josh has not established himself as the second player on our team. He has not done that yet. And until he can do that, until Josh can do that and establish himself as the number two guy, which we've got to do that. SGA allows us to do that. And the third thing is, when SGA is in there, we shoot a little bit less threes because we're moving without the ball more. And we shoot more threes without him on the court than we do with him on the court. So we move a lot more. And the shots that we get from three, we're not rushing them. We're not 5 feet behind the line, 3 feet behind the line, which when we're missing, that's our problem. When we're at the line, at the 3-point line shooting, we're much better and shoot a higher percentage than we do when we're away from the line. And that's just facts on how that works. And we can do that. So, and then make plays down the stretch. Now, admittedly, we did lose to the Utah Jazz right after the All-Star break simply because SGA missed some free throws, he missed some shots. He normally does not do that, but now we know he's hurt and he's been hurt. So we now know that that's been the issue. But that being said, without him, it just kills us. It really does. It really hurts us. But on the other side of that, without him, the Thunder are a 13th, 14th, 15th place team without him. And that's just facts. And what Sam Presti has to do, our general manager, we've got length on the wings, but they got to defend better. And we got to find some shooters. And we got to find something like an inside presence. Now, of course, my boy Josh the other night, or Jake the other night, he was telling me that, Chet is going to be an all-star, which he's high. Chet is going to lead the league in block shots, which I hope, like I tell him, I hope he leads the league in block shots. But as far as being an all-star, who are you going to put him in front of? You going to put him in front of who? Where? What big man do you put? I mean, it's not going to happen. Unless the Thunder fans vote him in, that's the only way he's going to get in. Okay? Now, I hope that I totally am wrong, but I don't think I am. So we'll see if he leads the league in blocks, but we've got to have somebody inside who can at least intimidate a little bit. And he is long and tall, so he can't help with that. But my issue with what he was saying is that, he's trying to give me the stats from the summer. And I'm like, did we watch the same summer league? Clearly we did not, because you're going by the numbers. He only did that with Josh on the floor. With Josh on the floor, look what his numbers were. That's why the Thunder stopped playing him. So, that being said, I'm joined by my guy, Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. What's up, big boy?
What's going on, man? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to y'all. Just give them a little breakdown for the Thunder, where they are, talking about the games and what the standings were, and how we've lost 4 in a row, and that these next 2 games, only being down 3 behind Utah, and SGA is not playing again tonight. So, That being said, it's going to be tough. And I'm looking at the over-under or the game tonight. Let's see, what is the Thunder are plus 1.5, and over-under is 231. I know you didn't take either one in your Drew Hinthorn picks.
I took the Jazz tonight.
Oh, you did? +1?
Yeah, I took Utah +1 point tonight. I don't like the matchup. OKC's not very good without SGA in the lineup.
No, we're just way out of control on everything that we do, and there's no question about that. So now
he's a table setter for the rest of the guys, kind of feed off him, and if he's not in the lineup, they have trouble getting going.
Yeah, that's part of what I was just going over, my keys to the game and what that actually meant for the deal. But last night, Drew, we had in the NBA scores last night, the Clippers continue to fall.
Yeah,
losing to the Warriors, and Warriors looked really good, Drew, last night. I mean, they looked really good last night.
They're putting it together. That's what good teams do.
Yep, that's what they do. And then, of course, the Wizards, the Raptors. How do you? I know it's the NBA, but what was that?
The Wizards are really a Jekyll and Hyde team. There's been a few teams this year that I just can't figure out. The Oklahoma Sooners, one of them, and Washington Wizards are another one, and the Atlanta Hawks are another one. I mean, they're up and down, up and down. You never know what you're going to get night in, night out on those teams.
Well, I think that Quinn Snyder will help Trey and that whole team because he needs a coach that can really. Even though I do like Nate a lot, I think that Quinn Snyder will be a better coach.
Nate would be a good coach in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Put everybody in their place, be more of a disciplinarian, and put everybody where they need to be. Make them play some defense. I think which they are capable of doing. The Mavs, whoa, Luka 41 and Kyrie 40 last night. God dang, they put on the show.
They finally put one together.
They put on the show, but they cannot play defense. They all their defensive. Finney Smith is gone. They have no defenders.
No, unless they add somebody before the playoffs. I mean, I'll tell you what, I like the Lakers' chances if they could somehow get in and get a matchup with Dallas in the first round.
Well, that's if LeBron comes back.
Yeah. Big if.
And I still can't believe that AD didn't play.
Yeah, it looks like he's playing tonight.
I mean, the Lakers got lucky that the Thunder could not pull off a W without AD. You know what I'm saying? AD's gone, and the Thunder still can't win. That's just bad. But then you got the Spurs. How about the Spurs beating the Pacers by 11? Did you see that coming?
Yeah. That was that 2 in a row for the Spurs.
Yep.
They gotta be going. Whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah, they're not happy right now. But you know, with that win, the Spurs are now 16 and 47. And the Rockets are 13 and 49. Rockets they're not trying to win anything.
And both of those teams need the big man.
Yeah. Well, the Spurs traded Prolo to Toronto.
Does Capella still play for the Rockets?
No, Capella is with Trey in Atlanta. They traded him.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why he's there. So it's just kind of ugly. But when you look at the scores, and I mean, when you look at the playoffs right now, the Warriors are now in 5th place. The Mavericks are in 6th. The Suns are right there, which when do they play each other? Do they play each other, Drew?
Coming up.
Yeah, that's a game I do want to see, especially if when Trey comes or when Steph comes back. But the Warriors look to be playing in full tilt. The Clippers, 33 and 32, another loss. What's that? 4 straight for them. And
now I'm going to take them tonight. Hell, they're catching 8 points tonight.
Well, let me see. Let's go back over and look at who all do you have. Let's go do I was going to do your picks later, but let's just go ahead and do them right now. You've got the Clippers +7.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just that's a lot of points for that lineup. I mean, I realize they're struggling, but eventually they're going to figure out that you can't just not going to be able to go to Russ. I mean, plus the Kings fare a pretty good matchup for the Clippers too. That should be an up and down game. We'll see.
Yeah, and on top of that, when you look at it, the Clippers they can't start Russ. He does not need to be in there with those two. He needs to be off the bench. That's just he can't be on the floor with those two.
About 20 minutes a game, and that's about it.
Yeah, he should be, but he's just not. He's a guy who needs to have the ball in his hand with a lot of spacing. That's what he needs.
Yeah.
Which is why they got rid of Steven Adams. It's like so Russ could cook. But anyway, Lakers pick them.
Yeah, I mean AD's back in the lineup tonight against the T-Wolves team. T-Wolves are actually playing pretty good. That game kind of scares me, but Lakers really need that win. So they got to win all their home games. So I look for AD to have a big night. T-Wolves don't really match up down in the post with him. He should be able to kind of do what he wants, but one of those things. We'll see.
Yep.
Lakers are up and down. Who knows what they'll do?
Yep.
Hell, who knows who's going to play for them, honestly. Game time decision, hell, he might all sit out.
The Warriors -4.
Yeah, I like the Warriors tonight. They just keep on rolling. The Pelicans are on a downslide. Pelicans are really struggling right now after losing Zion for the season. They've kind of taken a turn for the worse.
Well, they said he may be back for the playoffs.
I don't like that the Warriors are coming off a back-to-back, but they should be all right.
Yeah, agreed with that. Okay, then you're taking the Grizz and the Nuggets.
I like they got much older.
Yeah, then you're taking the Grizz and the
Yeah, you got
Nuggets.
the,
You know, and
I like the
over.
over in that game. I think that's going to be an up and down ball game right there. That could be a Western Conference semifinal matchup there too. So that could be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, because everybody wants to see the Grizzlies and the Nuggets and the Suns and the Warriors. That's what everybody wants to see. I'd rather see the Suns and the Warriors in the finals. I'd rather see those two, right? I'd rather see those two go at each other in the finals of the NFC. The West Finals, Western Conference Finals. Wouldn't you? The Warriors and the Nets. I mean, the Warriors and the Suns in the finals. Okay, I lost Drew. Okay, did you get the Jazz, Drew? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, the Jazz +1.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've touched on it a little bit, but I'm not going to play Oklahoma City until they're full strength, and without SGA, Utah's got a pretty good backcourt. I mean, they're athletic and they shoot the ball pretty well, and that's Utah just coming in kind of like the Lakers did the other night. I mean, they're in a must-win. Oklahoma City's going to get their best effort.
Well, yeah, the whole thing is with Oklahoma City, they just got to win. Yeah, your boy. I was talking about your boy. When we ran into Dort the other night, he wasn't too happy to see me.
No, he wasn't.
I don't know if it was because the shirt I had on, the Lakers shirt, or if he's been listening to our show and me being honest and straightforward about his game. So maybe he's. I'm not sure. I doubt if he listens to us, Drew, but still.
Talking about when we signed at Mahogany?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I was talking about. I saw the boys after that, So the Heat +3.
And Heat's playing pretty well right now. Coming back home, they had a pretty good road trip. A couple games against the Sixers, they were tight. The Knicks, that they're tough, but that should be a brawl. Those two teams do not like each other.
No, they do not. Never
have.
had.
To be a close game.
They never liked each other. Doesn't seem like it does it.
No. I look for that to be a tight game, but catching 3 points at home, I'll take the Knicks and those plus points on a short number.
Yep. And then, of course, the Blazers and the Hawks over 241. You're taking the over on that.
Yeah, I think that's about the safest bet of the night right there. Those two teams are going to fly up and down the floor.
Yep, I agree with that. And then, when I was looking at the games,
I'd like to see if I can find a prop that has something with combined points between Dame and Trey. I bet they combine for 80.
Well, yeah, because they're going to be going at it, and Trey's numbers have been pretty good this year, when you look at his overall numbers. But, somebody was like, he didn't make the All-Star team. I go, dude, who are you going to put him in front of in the East? You know what I'm saying? He's playing good, but, who do you put him in front of? So, and then, of course, the games tonight, we've got a full sled. The Magic and the Hornets, does anybody really care about that? Blazers and the Hawks that you just talked about, that's a 6:30 game. The Nets against the Celtics. Are we watching that, Drew?
What was that last one you said?
Are we watching the Nets and the Celtics? Okay, I keep losing him. I'm not watching the Nets and Celtics. And then, of course, Drew already talked about the Knicks and the Heat. The Suns and the Bulls, he talked about that a little bit too. That's going to be an interesting game.
The Suns and the Bulls should be an entertaining game. I don't know how close it's going to be, but the Bulls are just I don't know what they're doing. They might be done. They seem to just be faltering down the stretch here, but should be an entertaining game. Katie's starting to get his feet wet.
Yep. And then we talked about the Jazz and the Thunder already. Pelicans and the Warriors, we talked about that. The Grizzlies and the Nuggets, Drew. Man, I tell you what, the troubles with Ja, I think that's distracting their team a little bit, don't you?
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. Haven't been the same since that on-court deal that when we talked about this the other day with Shannon and John, his dad, and
actually, it was with the other kid. What's his name? That can't guard. He can't guard LeBron. It wasn't Brandon Clark. It's the other guy was it Clark? Is that his name? The one who had the dirty play that hurt Peyton? Wasn't he the one that had the hurt Peyton? The same that was running.
Yeah.
I think the same was, but yeah, they have not been the same since that altercation. Which now we may see where Ja gets what he gets from his dad, but like Shannon said, they didn't want none of the smoke, and they really didn't. They really didn't. They didn't want none of it. Clippers at the Kings. Do you like that game?
I do like the Clippers tonight in that matchup. I don't necessarily think that they're going to win by any means, but I tell you that 7.5, 8 points seems like a lot.
Yep. I see why you took them when it breaks down to that. Now, we didn't get a chance to talk about this yesterday, but you called this when we were talking about it. In Big 12 basketball, dude, Texas losing to TCU, and you called it.
Yep. Yeah, they're just, I don't know. I think Lenardi's, I think they're good, but I think Lenardi's got them way too high as a 1 or 2, possible 1 seed or 2. I'm like, Texas is not that team.
They're 3 or 4.
Yeah,
3 or 4 seed.
And probably a 4.
Yep. I agree. And then of course OU losing to Kansas State. They just that team they scored 69. You predicted 55, Drew. So they outscored by 14.
They scored more than I thought. They only had 25 at the half.
Yeah,
must have had a scoring explosion.
Yeah, because we did not watch that game at all. But tomorrow, I mean, it's just going to be a full sled tomorrow. You got Iowa State at Baylor. We don't know which Iowa State team is going to show up. Do you? The one that we saw earlier, or the one that they're playing now?
On that deal too is, Baylor really doesn't have a whole lot to play for. I mean, the Big 12 has pretty much been decided. Their seed's decided. Iowa State, I mean, they put themselves squarely on the bubble. I mean, people can say what they want. I mean, they're dropping games, a lot of games. They lose that one, they lose first round of Big 12 tournament, they could find themselves at a 10 or, a play-in.
Yep. Yeah, they're going to have to start.
They really could.
Yeah.
If you had told me that 3-4 weeks ago, I'd have said you're crazy.
Yep, me too.
I said Iowa State's a top 15 team, but boy, something's not right. They can't shoot, they can't defend the on ball. I mean, they're just floundering.
Yeah, they can't score, they can't defend, they can't do anything. Kansas State at West Virginia.
That's a good game right there. I tell you, I think West Virginia is secure. I think they're in the tournament just because of that last win that they just got. But, boy, I tell you, if they lose that one, they don't want to be in the play-in game.
Well, the thing that I like about West Virginia is, and you and I have been talking about this, especially you've been on it for a month. First of all, they're tough to win there in Morgantown, but they've just been playing so well the last month. They're a completely different team. They're playing as good as they were bad at the beginning of the year. It seems like.
Yeah, they're playing real well right now. They defend. I mean, they will get up in you and physical, and they got good backcourt play. And, I tell you, you and I have talked about it. I wouldn't want to see them. I wouldn't want to see them that first round of the first weekend of the tourney.
Yep. I agree with you 100%. And then TCU has to go to OU, which we don't know which the hell the Sooners may show up and play. I mean, you never know what the hell they're doing. They're frustrated.
And that's OU Senior Day, and I don't know. I've given up on trying to predict what OU can do or what they're not going to do. They are a Jekyll and Hyde of all Jekyll and Hyde teams.
Yeah, I just don't understand them, dude. I'm like, because they've got talent,
Yeah.
I guess
they just, and then I don't know if you saw this. Just kind of a little segue here, little squirrel action. But do you know that Doc Sadler lives in a van in the parking lot at Lloyd Noble?
What?
Yeah. I'll just forward you this article that I read yesterday at USA Today. So Doc Sadler, for our listeners out there, used to be the head coach at Nebraska, coached at Oregon for a while. He's a proven coach. He's actually a pretty good recruiter and a big man coach. But anyway, he's a special assistant at OU, and he lives in a Mercedes van outside of Lloyd Noble, hooked into hookups. That's where he lives.
So he's all about the van life, is what he is. So that's his home.
So and after the season's over, he just travels around. He picks his wife and kids. I think they live somewhere down south. I can't remember where it was, but Tennessee or something, I believe. And he just goes, picks them up, and they get on the road. And then he just plugged in 350 feet away from the gym.
Well, if it works for you, it works for you, Drew.
I guess. You know? I mean, hell, pretty easy. He ain't got to go in. I guess if you get fired, you just pick up and go.
Well, you know what? Some of those vans are really nice, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm sure it's nice as nice gets. You know what I mean? I mean, for a van. Well, but I just thought it was kind of crazy. You got some assistant coach living in a van outside the stadium.
But you know what, though? Cost-wise, that's all the money he's making. He's putting all that away. You know what I'm saying? That can't cost him how much. I mean, he's already paid for probably $150,000 for the van to get done.
I wonder if he gets mileage.
You're right.
I mean, I can't believe that the OSU fans didn't catch on to that. I'd have just been obliterating his ass, called him homeless, and they should have got something on him.
Oh, I'm sure. They were. Drew, come on now. The one thing about fans is they will be on you hard. You know that, Drew. I mean, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
That's the good and the bad about playing away games, is that fans will be on you. If they find anything to be on you about, they will be on you unmercifully. There's no question about that. But I was talking to this lady the other day, and it was so funny is that the fans, what they do is they'll talk about your dad all day long, but don't talk about mama. Have you ever noticed weird? Moms are off limit. She goes, really? I go, yeah, mom off limit. You talk about my mama, I'm coming up in the stands. You talk about my dad, I'm like, whatever. Talk about mama, we fight. Okay, we fight.
Yeah, Dad's Day is the screw job holiday of all holidays. I mean, Mom's Day, hell, I spend as much on Mom's Day as I do Christmas sometimes. But boy, Father's Day, I get to pay for everybody's dinner and I get some socks.
Yeah. But you know what? Mother's Day get.
But I figured it out though. You got to go play golf on Father's Day, because then you get your golf in, a couple cocktails, come in with a little good buzz. You don't mind paying for the dinner.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Like I told moms, I said they get Valentine's Day, they get their birthday, they get Mother's Day, and they get Christmas.
Yep.
And we get two. We get Father's Day and our birthday.
Yep, that's it.
And sometimes we don't really get that, really.
No.
But you know what? You can't, you wouldn't have it any other way. Wouldn't have it any other way. That's the way I look at it. Would not have it any other way when it breaks down. So let's take a quick break right now. We're going to thank our sponsors, starting out with our guys at Collaborative Logic. Appreciate them keeping us up and running. They've been doing a fantastic job. Next thing I got to do is take my Stream Deck in there so I don't have to look around for everything. I can just push a button and go straight to whatever segment I'm going to. Now I just got to take the computer in for them and the Stream Deck for them to hook that up. SRB, if you have any engineering, surveying, or planning, go ahead and contact our guy, Mark Long. Well, yeah, wait till he gets back. He's in Mexico right now. He and the wife. They went to a wedding. I'm like, I'm not going to Mexico for a wedding. I mean, forget that crap. I mean, you know what I'm saying, Drew? I guess you have, haven't you?
Yeah, you must be close for a traveling wedding. Usually it's just a wedding party. Were they in it?
No. Well, I think yes, Maya, I believe she was in. I think so.
Normally it's just the wedding party and special guests or family for those types of deals.
Yeah, but I do believe she was in.
That's when I call the hotel and just send over a bottle of champagne and call it a day.
And then, of course, our guy, Jose Fierro at Oak Grove Trucking. Hey, his mama had tamales last night. He didn't call us.
7 miles.
He didn't call us, Drew. I was like, I texted him.
Causing a 6-minute delay. You're on the best route. You will arrive at 2:57 p.m.
Anyway, so I texted him. I was mad at my boy. I'm like, hey, man, I didn't know your mom did tamales. You got to get his mom's tamales, dude. They are, oh, my God. Jose. Yes, his mom makes these homemade tamales.
You're speaking my language there. Trisha loves her some tamales.
Oh, dude, it's unbelievable. I think it's $20 for a dozen. Something like that, dude. It's. I'm just telling you, Drew. They are fantastic. Every time I go, I always get a dozen. So hey, man, give me a dozen. But I didn't know he was selling them last night. He didn't call a brother up. I just saw that today. Then of course our people, Greg and Max Nafee at Naveco, supporting us as always. And last but not least, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The big things happen.
Yes, they are. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. And, of course, we're supposed to be at Cutting Up today, Drew. You know, when they're located at 35 Northeast 36th Street. Gotta love that barbershop. They're closed Sundays and Mondays, and they're open Tuesdays through Fridays from 9 to 6 and Saturdays 9 to 4. Of course, I'm going by there tomorrow to get my haircut. So I told Keith I couldn't make it by today, but I'm going to be going by tomorrow. So, but anyway, YNB. Yep, yeah, getting tightened up. In the YNB, you can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com and go by and see Joe Horn, the Horn Men, and all those guys. Go check them out. Nathan Taylor and, of course, your cuz, Carson. By the way, Carson's going to be at the Thunder game Sunday. Thunder. I don't know why he.
I'm on social probation for the Thunder games.
Yeah, I don't know what his deal is with Utah. He always goes to Utah games. I'm like, man, why do you go to Utah games? I need to talk to him about that.
He might be Mormon. He could be Mormon.
I don't know if Ray would appreciate that. I don't know if Ray would allow him to do that. Do you think? I don't think Kathy would care, but I don't think Ray would allow that at all. I'm not sure if that would happen.
Text me and let me know.
Sorry, Carson, we couldn't help that.
If he shows up in a BYU hat, we know.
Oh no! Why you beating him up, man? Why you beating him up? Leave Carson alone, man. Leave our boy Carson alone. He is a mess. He is our boy. But we got a full slate now. Hey, Drew, one thing is about it. I was going to talk about. I'm waiting for our boy Ben Dillman to do his. What does he call it, Drew? His
line change. What's up, boys?
As soon as I say it, there he is. Hey, Drew, I just said his name. Bam! He just jumps right in real quick. Like, hey Ben, I tell you what, the trades last night have been crazy. But how much did the trades affect the scores last night? Because I saw where the Kraken beat the Red Wings 5-4. Does any of these trades come that we're going to talk about? Did those affect any scores last night?
Yeah, right around this time in the NHL, they don't do like the load management. But if you're about to get traded, they'll come up to you, like they'll let you go through warm ups, they'll let you do everything, and then you'll just get pretty much a tap on the shoulder and pretty much just told, hey, you got to go undress. Like, you know, like you're probably, so then you pretty much know you're getting traded. There's a couple guys on the wings last night that did get dealt. So, yeah, I mean, I think that might have had something to do with it. It's kind of weird just jumping in there with no chemistry with a bunch of random guys. I mean, the Kraken are on a huge fall right now. The Red Wings, they dropped this is their fourth in a row. They were not sellers up until they just started losing all these games. Now they're dropping out of playoff contention. So, yeah, I think that game right there specifically had a lot to do with the trades.
Yep. Then, you know, the Penguins beat the Lightning 5-4. Both of these games were in OT. Exact same scores.
Yep. It was nice. There's a bet in hockey called the Grand Salami. And it's called the Grand Salami, and you bet every goal for the night. So it's an over-under on goals for the whole night. So, like, last night, you would have nailed it if you would have had this one. There was a couple of high-scoring games. So, like, you would have definitely had that. But, yeah, it's called the Grand Salami. It's usually averaged out about 6 goals a game. So, like, right here, it would have said 60 goals. And so, yeah, like, if you would have had over 60 goals, which definitely hit, I mean, you're good. You win some money.
Wow. Have you ever done that, Drew? Okay.
I don't know if a lot of places have that, but I mean, I've always bet they have. So I take it every once in a while when I see some big names, and like especially on this.
I hit a grand slam when I was in middle school.
Oh, wow.
One time.
Wow, Ben. What is Grand Salami, Drew?
Way back. Actually, I hit two of them. I hit one in middle school, and I hit one in men's softball league in Stillwater one night.
Drew,
there you go.
It's the salami, not slam.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, Ben, I take it that's a no. That's a no, right?
Take it as a no.
That's a no. The Predators beat the Panthers 2-1.
But I did go 5-1 last night.
Well,
I know, I love that.
I'm sure you did, Ben.
Yeah. Love that.
For those of you keeping score, that's like 14-3 over the last 2 nights.
Signs for I-40 East.
Crushing it.
Yep,
Absolutely
yep.
crushing it.
But
Yeah.
Predators,
Yeah, the
Panthers.
Panthers are underachieving. Preds are selling everything. So I was surprised that they won here. But, I mean, this is about how you'd say that the Panthers season would go. They still have a chance, and they're still losing games. So.
Yep, and the Senators beat the Rangers 5-3.
Yeah, these sins just won't go away. Them and the Yotes, they're literally just ruining every bet that I have.
Yeah.
Like every single parlay, it's between these two teams. They're supposed to stink. They just keep on coming back for more. And actually, the Sens, I mean, they just beat the Rangers, who are, they got Patty Kane just the other night. So that team's like loaded, and the Sens just, I don't know what it is.
Dude,
they have that it factor. They just keep going.
You and Drew need to leave the Yotes out of your hooks. When y'all do
they're
that,
gone.
what are y'all doing?
Gone.
Why are y'all putting them in there? They
them
cost you every time.
Because they're supposed to stink. They're supposed to stink, and they won't. I haven't heard of one player on their roster.
But every time you and Drew bet on them to put them in, they screw you every single time.
Yeah, they're out. I ain't doing it no more.
Okay, your Bruins. Oh my God, 7-1.
Yeah, not much to really say here. I mean, it was 3-0 though, with 5 minutes and 16 left in the third. So I mean, there was there'd be 5 goals scored in 5 minutes.
Yep.
So I mean, other than that, I mean, the floodgates open there. I mean, other than that, Pasta re-signed for 8 years, so it was a great day. I had pasta for dinner. I might have pasta for lunch. I mean, I'm on a good time right now.
The Stars, of course, beat the Hawks.
Yeah, hat trick there for Rupe Hintz and your Stars. That was big. They needed those points to stay on top of the Central Division. They need that home ice advantage there, and they actually got a big trade the other day. They traded for Max Domi.
I know we're going. Oh, that's not in your 5-deal trade.
Nope,
okay.
Nope. This is one for the Stars that came up pretty recently. He's one of those guys you don't like to play against. He's a prick. Yeah. So it was actually a great pickup for them. He can put some points in there. So it was a good win for the Stars, and they got a good pickup.
And our boy Otter took care of business in the net, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And the Leafs took care of the Flames 2-1.
Yeah, those Flames are going out. That's 4 losses in a row. Leafs are much improved. We'll talk about their trades here in just a little bit. Yep. But, yeah, so
okay,
it was a good win for the Leafs.
Yeah, and then the Wild 2-1 over the Nucks.
Yep, Kirill Kaprizov, one of the young guys for the Wild. He's like one of the only exciting players. He had the only 2 goals for the Wild. He's holding that team above water on his own. So, but Canucks continue to lose. Wild just need to keep on winning.
Yep, and then Drew's Blues took care of the Sharks 6-3.
Yep, needed that.
Oh, Drew.
Yep, they were down 2-0 after the first, and they scored 4 in the third or in the second, and they never looked back. So they ended up being 4-2, and they ended up crushing them 6-3. So it's a good win. Just a little too late for the Blues.
Yeah, at least all of our teams did win last night, so that's a good thing. Then of course, the Kings and the Canadiens 3-2.
Yep, just one of those. It's a good, solid win for the Kings. They're going to have a different atmosphere with one of their trades that we'll talk about here in just a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, it'll be a little different there. I was surprised they actually won that one.
Yeah. Now, speaking of the trades, the top 5 NHL trade. I got NFL on the mind since we're going to talk about that next. Kane and Tarasenko for the Rangers. Those are 2 that they got.
Yep, those are 2 of the biggest names on all of the list that was going out. Tarasenko and Kane, they're both NHL All-Stars. They both won Stanley Cups. They're big firepower. I mean, they're both first-liners, so it'll be interesting how they're going to split these guys up and where they're going to put them. But it's definitely added some depth to that team, and they already have a great back end, and they probably have one of the best goalies in the world. So, I mean, I really like the Rangers here. That was great moves, and I think they have a good push to at least make it to the conference finals there.
Which now I know why you were surprised that they got beat last night. So,
yep, I was totally shocked that they've lost that, especially with Igor and Net. He's been a little shaky, but with Kane coming there, I really thought they were going to have, a little bit extra juice, but didn't turn out that way.
Yep. And then Timo Meyer to Mayer.
Yep.
Is that Mayer?
Meyer. You got it right first time.
Meyer. Okay. Yep. To the Devils.
Yep. Timo Meyer. He was probably like one of the top 3-5 biggest names on the list here. He's a left winger. That Devils team, they're young. They're not very big. He's about 6'1", 220. He's built, like a cigarette machine. So he's going to go in there and he's going to take some guys. He's going to add some extra points. He was, 45 points in 54 games before even coming over on like the worst team in the league. So that's huge for the Devils and adding some depth and also some, veteran leadership to the team.
Right. And then of course, Matty Okine. Is it Ekholm?
Yeah.
Ekholm?
Matty Ekholm.
Ekholm, yep. To the Oilers.
Yep, he got traded to the Oilers. They actually did a 1-for-1 here with a little bit of consensus trade as well, like with a draft pick. But they traded Tyson Berry, which from the Oilers to the Predators. So they got a little bit extra. But Ekholm's a NHL All-Star. He's a veteran. He's a lockdown defenseman. He's that guy you want back there. He's mean. He plays like a prick. But I don't know. I think he's probably one of the best lockdown defensemen in the league. So, but also the Oilers trading Tyson Berry. He was their power play defenseman up there up top. So I'll be interested how they're going to change that up a little bit because that's not something Ekholm could do. But I really like the trade here, and I think Ekholm he was the best defenseman on the list there.
Yeah. Then of course O'Reilly, Akari, and Shine. How did the Leafs get so many?
Okay, so they traded away a bunch of draft picks, and they traded away a whole bunch of prospects. So here in 3 to 5 years, they're going to have nothing. They traded a little bit for O'Reilly and Achari to the Blues. They got rid of one piece. I can't think. Then they got rid of 2 draft picks, and then Luke Shin. They got him from the Canucks, and he is an absolute menace out there. He's a little bit smaller, but he fights everybody. He plays defense. He's going to really shore up that back end. And like I was saying with O'Reilly and Achari, they both play center, but one of them are going to get moved over to one of the wings, and they're really going to bolster up that line. Like they're going to get big. That team, they needed guys that that are a screw you kind of player. Somebody that's going to go in there and get in the dirty areas, get in the greasy areas, take some punish some people, and also take some punishment. So I think that was huge. That's what they needed was just some grit, and they got it.
Okay, then you've got Bertuzzi, Orlov, and Hathaway to your team. How did y'all? Wait, y'all already winning. What the hell? How did y'all get more players? You don't need no more damn players, bro.
I know we had a couple injuries. So, like I was telling you the other day, how they do that LTIR, the long-term injured reserve.
Right.
So if you do that, your cap comes off the books. So we had a guy that we put on there, Taylor Hall, and then if they come back in the playoffs, it doesn't matter. Like that cap does not matter. So essentially, this guy could come back the first game of the playoffs, and we have an extra player with an extra $8 million to spend in our cap. So we ended up using some of that to get some of these guys.
Oh, okay.
But Bertuzzi is an absolute. I mean, he plays just like his uncle. His uncle is really famous for punching a guy in the back of the head, knocking him out, and getting suspended for like 72 games. But he plays a lot like him. And then Orlov now in 3 games, he already has, I believe it's 7 points in 3 games on the back end there. And then Hathaway is another guy. He's one of those guys, he gets suspended for, spitting on people and doing that. So he's one of those guys you want on your team. These guys are all warriors. You need guys that are going to come in there and they don't give a shit. They want to be pricks. And that's what we got. We got 3 guys that are going to bolster up the bottom of that lineup. And all these guys, it's just what you need going into the playoffs. Yeah. So with a couple injuries, I think it was huge.
Yeah, then you got Jonathan Quick for the second time. Sounds like that's what I do to Drew. We need to trade Drew twice in 2 days, Ben. I think, can we do that? Will anybody want
I don't know. I don't think I'll take that trade. I'll trade myself before him.
I don't know why you trade your best player.
That's what I'm saying. I'll trade myself before I trade him.
I'll trade his ass. I'll trade him. Right
yeah,
now.
But Jonathan Quick, man, he got backhanded by the Kings, got traded to Columbus. I thought he was just going to go out there to die. He was there for 2 days, and they traded him to the Golden Knights. So now he's in Vegas. So, things are looking up, I suppose.
That seems like a good trade. Get out of Columbus and go to Vegas.
And he's a lot closer to his family, which is in LA. So he didn't even get warned that he was getting traded. After 16 seasons, 2 Stanley Cups, never got told. They just said, "Hey, see ya." That's kind of hard if your kids are in school. You got a wife. I couldn't believe they did that to him, but that's the way it happened. And then not even 2 days later, he got traded over to Vegas. So, a quick little 45-minute flight. He'll be back home. So good for him.
Yeah, good for him. I agree 100%. Now, of course, we're going to jump into football. We're going to start out in the NFC West because of our guy Keith over at KUTTIN Barbershop and Salon. So we're starting out with the 49ers, guys. Of course, they're the Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals. So we already know that. First game.
That might be the worst division in football next year.
Well, here
I'm right there with you.
And you've got the Cowboys. Now, these are the 49ers home games. You got the Cowboys at home.
It's a loss.
Is that an L or a
win for the Cowboys?
Yeah, I'm going to L for the Niners.
So
win for Cowboys.
I think it's a win for the 49ers. I think they're into the Cowboys' head, especially in San Francisco. Giants.
Who's playing quarterback?
Giants is a win.
Yep, I think so too. 1-1.
Yep. Ravens.
It's a win.
Loss.
So one of y'all win, the other loss, huh?
Yep.
Bengals
Loss.
and Bucks.
Win.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Well, I think Cowboys is a win. Giants is a win. Ravens is what depends on who's quarterback. But I think that's a win. Loss to the Bengals. A win at the Buccaneers. Then they go on the road. First game at the Eagles.
Loss.
Ooh, yeah, it's a loss.
Commanders.
Win.
Can we just call them the Redskins? Browns.
Might as well.
Browns.
Win.
I'm going to go loss.
I'm gonna go loss too. I think Deshaun's gonna show up now. Steelers at Pittsburgh.
Loss.
Yeah, I got a loss as well.
Me too. Vikings.
If it's in prime time, I got to win. If it's
We
not,
all
it
feel-
depends.
I go loss.
Yeah.
Arthur Boulevard.
Jaguars.
Win.
That's a tough one. I'll go with a win. It's in Jacksonville,
Yep.
so
Yep. In Jacksonville. I'm gonna
Take
go.
exit 144.
man,
I'm gonna go loss. on
I'm
that
gonna
one.
take that as a loss.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
me
take that as
too.
a loss.
I'm gonna take his loss as well. Then your ball is Gino's Pizza. Even
Turn
though
right
it's
on
closed,
Southwest
I know.
They lose
Are
to
you,
Gino's Pizza. That's a loss.
Turn right
no,
onto
we're playing. No,
Southwest
we're
MacArthur
talking about the
Boulevard.
Seahawks
Then
now.
turn right onto
So,
Southwest 5th Street.
The Seahawks. Are you gonna get their stuff to them in time, Ben? Are you ordering everything now overseas so that by the
Hey.
time we get there, Gino's Pizza will be
They're
open again?
probably opening up some new locations.
Well,
That's what it seems like.
Well, that first location will be Philly at home. Will be in Seattle with Philly coming to visit.
Turn
No,
right
we're not
onto
going
Southwest
there.
5th Street.
L or loss, win or loss.
That's a loss.
Loss.
Yep,
Loss.
agreed. The Redskins
Win.
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 Look at you coming around.
Browns
I'm going to give them a win.
I'm gonna give him a win as well at the home game.
loss. Steelers
Win.
loss.
Win.
Panthers
Win.
depends
Win.
on if they get Aaron Rodgers or not. So I'm gonna leave that one open. I'm gonna leave that open. If they have
Shit,
Aaron,
they might go 7-1 at home next year.
Quarter mile.
y'all
Turn
are
left.
out. Y'all are out of y'all's mind. Y'all are out of y'all's mind. So you're saying that against the Cardinals, that's a win. The Niners,
Win.
that's a win. And the
I think
Rams,
they
that's a
lose
win.
against the Niners. I think that might be their only loss.
So
Yeah,
6
I
and
got
2.
them 6-2 at home.
Oh, you guys, something's wrong with y'all. Okay, and away games at the boys.
Loss.
I love how y'all just jump in there. Giants.
Loss.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the loss. Dimes hasn't been signed yet, right?
No.
Head southwest.
I'm with y'all too. Loss. Then they have to go to Baltimore for those pesky Ravens.
That's a win.
That's a loss.
Your
Loss.
destination is on the left.
Bengals.
Loss.
Loss, yeah.
Loss.
Lions, loss.
Lions.
Loss.
Loss.
DC.
Yeah, I agree with that. Then
That's
of
a
course,
legend.
then in the AFC North, the Ravens, Bengals. I'll go through all three. Bengals at home.
Win.
Ooh, I think that's a loss for the Ravens. Even though I'm a Ravens fan, I think it's a loss.
Still, I think it's a loss as well. The Steelers.
Win.
Win.
Browns.
Win.
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 I think they're gonna go 1-1. They're gonna win one at home, lose one away.
So
Something like that. It's gonna go.
Oh, for the Browns, you mean?
Yeah, for Baltimore and Browns, I think they'll, and same with the Steelers. I think all three of those teams will all go 1-1 against each other.
Texans.
Win.
Win, yeah.
Win.
Colts. Win.
Win. I agree. Rams.
Win.
Win.
Yep. Gino's Pizza. We've already
Loss.
picked that.
Loss. We're losing to Gino's Pizza.
At home?
Yep.
Oh, no, not in Baltimore.
Yeah, we're playing talking about in Baltimore. Yeah, we're talking about in Baltimore.
Crab cakes and football.
Oh my God! Stop it. The Dolphins.
That's a win.
That's a home game.
Yep, home game.
Is Tua alive?
Wow.
I don't know.
Yes.
Oh man, well, if he's breathing and playing, I think I might take the Dolphins there. But if not,
Too soon.
You're brutal. Thank you, Drew. Thank you. God dang, man. Okay, Bengals at Cincinnati. No, we already said those are. We already said those are losses. Those three. You're gonna split those up. Titans.
Ooh,
that's a loss.
At Tennessee.
Yeah, at Tennessee.
That's a loss. Yeah.
Win. Cardinals in Phoenix.
Win.
Yep, agreed. Jaguars.
Loss.
In Jacksonville, that's a loss.
Loss.
Those swimming pools are too much.
Yep, and then we've already said Niners, they were going to lose. I said they were going to lose at the Niners. What did y'all say? I don't remember.
I said
I think we all went lost for that. Then the Chargers.
Man, I'm going to go loss.
I'm going to go with a win because especially if – I know this isn't in order, but this is the last game of the year for them.
No,
like
it's not in order.
The Chargers will find a way to lose and not make the playoffs.
If it's
they will.
At the end of the game, end of the season, but it's not.
Yeah, they love it. It's like I don't even know what it is. They absolutely enjoy it.
Chargers are the Chargers. They're like the Clippers of the Mets. They just
starting to be them JETSs.
Yeah, they are who they are. Then of course the Browns, Bengals at home. In
I'm gonna go win. I think they open up with a win.
Yep, I think they'll beat the Bengals.
I don't like Deshaun. I think Deshaun gets his ass beat.
Okay, Steelers.
Win.
Me too.
Cleveland. I'm having go one. I'm doing the same thing with them on the Steelers and the Ravens.
So they're winning. Yeah. Okay. Jaguars at home.
Loss. They're not winning 3 in a row.
Yep.
Loss to Grail. Titans.
I think they'll lose that one.
Remember, Drew, these aren't in order. These are just the teams they're playing. They don't know what the schedule or when they're playing them yet.
Yeah.
So Titans, what'd y'all say? Titans?
I got to win.
I got them beating the Titans as well. Ben?
I got a loss there.
Okay. Cardinals? Win. Oh, Ben is going for the loss. You think the Cardinals are going to come into Cleveland?
I just don't think Cleveland's that good.
Dude, I think that defense is going to be – they got a new defensive coordinator. They'll be fine. Niners. Well, what'd you say, Ben? Are you taking win or loss?
On the Browns there against the Cardinals?
Yeah, Cardinals
I'll take the Browns to win that one if it's at home.
It's in Cleveland.
Yeah, I'll take a win, but I don't like it.
Okay. Niners in Cleveland?
That's a win for Cleveland.
Well, I think the Niners will beat them at home.
I think it's a win for Cleveland as well. Jets.
Ooh.
Win.
That one's kind of difficult because who's quarterback there? Because I don't like the Browns, so I could see them losing almost every game on this dang list. But it depends who's over there at quarterback. If they got a vet back there that has been to a all pro, like has been to a freaking like NFL like all-star thing, then I'll take the Jets there. But if they don't have anybody that can sling the ball, then I got the Browns.
Ben, you are a true Ravens fan. That's what you are.
Yep.
Away games.
I also don't like Deshaun. I mean, I don't bring my own towels to anything I've ever been to. So.
Oh, God. He's just on one today, Drew. He is on fire today, Drew. He is just not holding back. Okay, away games. Texans.
No, they'll win because that's a get-back game.
I think they'll lose to the
Texans. Like to win there.
I think they'll lose to the Texans. Colts.
I think it's another win.
Yeah, I agree. Win. Drew?
Yeah, win.
Okay. Rams. Win.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with a win as well.
Seahawks. Geno's Pizza.
Loss. I think they're going to start serving wings too. I heard, so I'm down for that.
Oh my God! You just. What is up with him today, Drew? What did you do to him? Did you mind?
Geno's Pizza will do that to you.
Oh,
Make you start playing
do
parlays.
I'm over both of y'all. Is what the hell I am. And then to finish
I
it
may
off,
have to get a Geno's Pizza jersey.
Oh, that would be sweet.
why would you get a jersey? That's throwing away money. That's throwing away money, bro.
What do you
What are you
mean?
doing? You're throwing away money.
He won me a lot of money last year.
Yeah, he's going to go great against the spread this year.
Oh my God! So in other words, you two are actually going to wear Geno's Pizza's jerseys.
That would be pretty sweet.
It would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, no.
If mine said Geno's and yours said pizza,
And we sat right next to each other.
Hey, y'all, don't come do the show live anywhere if y'all gonna have that crap on. Y'all will
and I had
not
the
make
green one
it.
and you had the blue one.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, you two will not make it on air if y'all show up anywhere with me to do that. I can tell you that right now.
Hey, I'll tell you what. If Dak Prescott plays like he did in the playoffs, I might switch.
Oh no, you
Shoot. Might have to.
You guys.
I'll take Geno's Pizza over Dak Prescott right now. Even trade.
1v1.
Something is wrong with both of y'all. That's what I say. Y'all both have issues. That's all I can tell you
probably
right
right.
now. Y'all both have issues.
Probably right.
All I know is I need to give you a medal to both of y'all's wives to put up with y'all's ass. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Good on
right
him.
now.
Good on him.
Trish has got a whole trophy case.
Yeah, that she does. And that is facts. Hey, Drew, those are facts right there. There's no statement, truer statement that could be made than that what you just said. No doubt about that.
Just the same.
Yeah, y'all two are cracking me up. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Thunder game tonight,
those tamales were damn good.
Oh, that's right.
Thanks for hooking me up with some of those tamales.
I was
guys.
telling
Appreciate
Drew about
that.
how good those things were, man. They are so good, dude. They are so good.
I did half of the half pork and
half beef.
New Mexico chilies. Yeah, then I did half of the jalapeno and cheddar.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, they are so good, man.
Beach.
Oh, he must have came in the catch last night, didn't he?
Yeah, he came in, and the ones he brought me were still hot out of the steamer.
Oh, he must have came straight
golden hot.
Well, he had them in that thermos, the thermos.
Yeah, he had him in the cooler. The heater cooler.
Yep,
but,
the heater cooler. Yeah, dude, I'll tell you what. I was so mad at him. Like, a brother can't get a call. You know how much I love those things.
Yeah, he came in and he was like, "Hey, I got to set you aside somewhere else. Your wife will be mad." I was like, "You're a good man."
Yeah, I tell you what. I was there one night when his mom when she was making them and wrapping them, and I'm looking at her. She goes, "Fine, sit down." She's gave her a couple minutes. She had freshly rolled and oh man.
She's like Tony Santana with that stuff, man.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Hey, see, again, thanks. I appreciate you guys.
I got some extras. If you come in and I'll bring them up there with me.
Yeah, you don't trust him on that, Drew. Do not fall for that. Do not fall for that.
No.
They won't do that.
I'll end up getting no tamales and banging a gong is what'll happen to me.
There you go. Could be worse.
Oh,
I'll get double dipped on that deal.
Yeah,
double dip.
That's funny. That's hilarious. Yeah, the way that Drew just left the other night, Ben. I came out. I'm like, you go. Oh, he's gone. I'm like, what? Gone? I said, you told me. Yeah, I came out the bathroom. Like, Drew left. I go, he did what?
He gone.
Yeah, he gone. I said, wow. They were pulling out of the parking lot. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't ride with y'all.
I was already an hour and a half past my curfew.
Oh, you were?
When it's time to go. It's time to go.
Oh, well, then never mind. Mom was calling like, what you doing? Yeah. Well, you're supposed to be going to the Thunder game, coming home early. Well, the only person that made it was Jake. He got home early.
They knew. I mean, should have known, but the crowd that I went with.
Yeah,
she probably did.
Yeah, she
did. She did.
Yeah, and then running to David Guthrie did not help either. God,
oh man,
that'll
always take that'll turn your night around real quick.
Oh man,
that'll ruin Christmas. That'll ruin Christmas.
That's my boy. But that's my boy. But god dang, he can be a handful sometimes, especially when he's had 3 or 4 bullets, 5 or 6 or 7 bullets. It's just like
I can't understand anything he's talking about.
Nope, but you'll listen all day.
Yeah, you will.
He sounds like the Cookie Monster.
Oh, you guys are hilarious. Y'all are so wrong. Okay, now remember this is not me, David. This is Ben and Drew talking. It's not me, David. I got your back.
Or it's like McGruff. Sounds like McGruff. Hey, but for real for a second, we got a big game tomorrow, 5:30. Tune in. It always delivers. Duke, Carolina.
Oh,
Heels got to have it. Heels got to have it tomorrow, baby blue.
We're not watching that.
I'll be watching.
Big game. It's going to be a good one.
Being on this while you watching because he's betting on it. You betting on it with. That's the only reason why you watching. You don't care about that.
I don't know if he's betting on it. He hasn't said anything.
Early line will be Carolina by 2.5, 3. Over under probably be sitting at about 146.5, somewhere in that neighborhood. Carolina's got to have it. They lose, they're out of the tournament.
Come on, Ben. You know he's going to do that. Come on, Ben.
It's going to be close. They'll cover.
Yeah, you already know what he's going to be doing. I mean, I ain't even falling for that crap for one iota at all. You know what I mean? I'm not falling, falling for his mess because I know him by now. You know what I mean? I know him by now.
I understand.
And then, of course, the Thunder Jazz tonight, a huge game for the Thunder, big weekend for the Thunder tonight and on Sunday for the Jazz for back-to-back games. No SGA tonight, so the Thunder have got to snap the 4-game losing streak that they are currently on. So
terrible timing.
Yeah, it's not good. So that being said, hey, y'all two be good. Y'all don't do anything I wouldn't do, which means that y'all really are stuck in Slowville tonight. That's what.
That's a wide berth.
I have no idea what you're talking about. That being said, that's my guy Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com.
HuskerDrewPicks.com. Go Big Red.
And my guy High Stake Harry. Thank you, Ben, for the updates on the trades and all the good hockey talk. I appreciate you. At least we got one sane guy out of you two.
Of course, boys. It was a pleasure. You guys have a good one. Yep. Cheers. I hope I'll see you guys soon.
And unlike you, Ben, I still want to trade him. That's all I'm saying. I still want to trade him.
Gotta keep him.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate you. Of course, that was my guy Ben Dillman, High Stick Harry, our hockey guy, and what's that other dude's name? Oh, Drew Hinthorn. Yeah, that's his name. That's my guy, Drew Hinthorn. That's my dude, anyway, of HuskerDrewPicks.com. That being said, everybody go out and enjoy this beautiful day today and be safe. Peace. Oh, by the way, go to the Thunder Jazz.